Hi. So I decided that God intended me to do long form content with zero editing. And I came to this conclusion because I tried to do that thing I said I would, where I was going to do a full breakdown of my Spotify Wrapped. And I filmed it twice, and both times it was like over an hour long. And the last time I tried to do it, I got so fucking frustrated that I deleted it um, because it was way too long, way too complicated. I was talking too much. And I was also still like talking too much, but also completely like missing what I was supposed to be saying. Like, I wrote a script for it. I wrote a script in my notes app about things I wanted to say for each song. And I would just, it so I was like, you know what? This isn't working. This isn't working. My iPad is literally lagging because it's running out of space. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this because I'm gonna put it on YouTube and it's gonna get copywritten. So I'm gonna take it down anyways. So fuck you guys. Fuck you. I'm not doing it anymore. So I got so mad. Um, but then I was like, okay, well, I still want to do something because I'm silly and I want attention, and I also have not like opened Snapchat in like 4 weeks. So I was like, what am I supposed to do? How else am I supposed to give my thoughts to the world and annoy my friends with my annoying antics? And then I was like, I always say, I should start a podcast, and then I don't. So I decided maybe I'll start a podcast, and then I do. So that's why we're here today. We're in my room, in my house, back in my home state. Isn't this great, guys? My dog is not with me right now, but she's probably going to bark at the door, so I'm gonna have to let her in. And I also have my smoothie here. It's my post-workout smoothie. There's nothing about it that, is important to workouts, because I thought we had protein powder. We did not. So it's just fruit, almond milk, Greek yogurt. Delicious. Don't ask about the camera setup. You don't want to know. Imagine the worst thing ever, and then like multiply by 10. That's what my camera setup is. I'm filming this on my iPhone. Don't ask about the tripod. Don't ask about how it's staying up right now. I don't have a microphone. No mic. Nope. My voice is loud enough. It'll project. I'm not worried about that. Last time I tried to film a video, my dad's like, I thought your interview was on Monday. And I was like, so I'm just gonna lie and say that I'm on FaceTime. I have a lot to talk about, and I always do. And I decided, instead of making an obnoxiously long Snapchat story, let's just put it here. Wouldn't that be more efficient, guys? I think it would be. Yeah. I'm sorry, this is so fucking good. Delicious. And that's another thing, is now that I'm back home, there's this like extreme pressure to like keep up with everybody and what everyone's doing and everything, and I can't do that. I can't do that. I really can't. Like, every time I open Instagram, I'm on it for 5 seconds and then I get like overwhelmed and I have to close. Like, I can't post things. I can't like keep up with what other people are posting. It's like stressing me out. And I want to like delete all of my social media and like go into the woods, but then I'm like, but what if I look pretty and want to show people? So it's like, I lose either way. So I wanted somewhere where I could put things without it, people having to keep up with me on 5 different apps. Because, in college, this is so weird, but like in college, a majority of my friends use Snapchat as their like only means of communication. Like people in my major and stuff, they all have Snapchat. That's how we communicate. So I'm like, okay, well, if I want them to see it, it needs to be on Snapchat. But then like my friends from like high school and like earlier on, if I want them to see something, I have to put it on Instagram. So it's like, So I feel like YouTube is a good happy medium because everyone has it, and it doesn't really have like there's not really a second party app that functions like it does. TikTok maybe, but like I don't have TikTok. I don't want to get TikTok. So I was like, enough, enough of this, enough of this nonsense. Putting it in one area, and you're gonna deal with it, and it's gonna be fucking 45 minutes long if I want it to be. Because I can speak for 45 minutes. I can speak for 5 hours. I really could about literally nothing. And it's gonna be doing right now. I want to talk about nothing. I also have granola here in a bowl, so just munching on that. But yes, I'm back home and I want to reach out to people, but I also don't. Like, no offense, but I actually kind of don't want to talk to anyone right now. It's just like weird and confusing, but the thing is that I'm in my parents' house. Like, if we hang out, we're gonna be hanging out with my parents. So it's like, dog. And they're like, oh, well, we can go into the city, we can go to the bar and stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't do that. I'm sorry, I'm a loser. Like, I don't know, like, just the effort for me to, like, drive to, like, people's apartments and stuff like that, and, like, go out and, like, do things, and it's like, I can't do that, guys. After, like, all school year of being used to just staying in the apartment, I'm sorry, the only thing I want to do is watch a silly little movie and sit in my bed. That's it. Like, that's how I relax now, is I'm like, oh, we're gonna watch 5 movies in a row and then get Chick-fil-A and eat it and watch the movie. So, like, that's just how me and Meg would just hang out. So I'm, like, so used to that now. Which is fine. Like, you know, people have different ways of unwinding. Mine is not going out. My major wanted to do a bar crawl right after finals. And I was like, I'm not doing that. Nice try. I'm not doing that. And you know what we did instead? Me and my roommates watched movies and got late night wings. So, and it slayed. I'm still thinking about those wings. We were so excited for them. So yeah, I'm home. I feel like I haven't announced that I'm home. So some people don't know I'm home. I don't know, it's weird. It's so weird. You know, I don't think I should add a kiwi to this. I used like a mixed fruit bag. It was like a tropical mix. It had like mangoes, pineapples, cranberries for some fucking reason, bananas. It's just bananas, but there was literally like 2 pieces of banana in there, so I don't count that. And like strawberries. But I added kiwi because we had kiwis in there that no one was fucking eating because I'm the only one who eats fruit in this house. So I was like, okay, I'll use a kiwi. I don't think I should have used a whole kiwi. There's too much kiwi in this now. Like, it tastes fine, but then like the aftertaste is just straight up kiwi. I meant to put this in here. Anyway, so yes, I'm now sitting on my bed. I'm unpacked now. I'm not showing you my room because it looks fucking insane right now. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, I'm all unpacked. The boxes are gone. My desk is a fucking mess. I fucking hate that desk. It has no fucking storage in it. None of my shit I need a new desk so badly. And it's the only piece of furniture in here that has dark wood. And it's pissing me off. Anyways. Yes. And then I took down my birch trees that used to be on here, like the birch tree stickers, and it fucking ripped off the wall on, like, the paint on the wall. Like, you ripped it off. And like, it wasn't supposed to do that, but also I had it on for like 7 years, so like, maybe it would do that. So yeah, it ripped off the paint and pissed me off on here and here. So just don't look at it. Just don't look at it. Yeah, so, and I was gonna put posters up, and then I had that interview, and I was like, I don't know if I should have my K-pop posters up in the background. Like, I don't know if they're gonna be like, is, now who's that? I'm gonna be like, so I was like, okay, I'm not gonna put them up. And also, most of my posters, like the color scheme and the vibe and stuff, don't really match the rest of my room. Like, color-wise, it's not making sense. It's not making sense. So I was like, okay, I'm not doing this. I'm gonna get new posters and put those up instead. And then I went to order posters and then found out that the website that I normally order them from are fucking insane. So I didn't order from them. Choice Music LA, fuck you guys. So I don't know where to get posters now. Yeah. And also all the posters I want are all sold out. Cool, thank you. You guys are assholes to me. The time I have money and the time that I can spend it, of course all the things I want are gone. Oh, of course. Oh, anyways. So yeah, and I've been doing Christmas shopping. I finished it all. Not really. I finished most of them, at least for my family I have. Yes, I went twice Christmas shopping. I went Christmas shopping twice. Yeah, that's the right order. Once with my mom and then once alone, so I could shop for her. I don't know, I think I'm kind of a genius. Like, whenever I'm like Christmas shopping, I'm like, why am I actually so good at this? I'm really not. But yeah, like, I'd be out and about and I'd be like, okay, now what if I get myself a little treat? And then like I go to the album section in fucking Target. All the TXT's gone. All of them's gone. I'm like, oh, okay, because I'm not getting them. Okay, whatever. I'll move on. But yes. And my debit card came in, so my chip works now. Very nice. Yes. But yes, Christmas shopping, that was fun. I think I just need a few more things. And it's so weird now because I'm like, oh, I could just order it online. But see, that's the issue. That's the issue. Is that my family all shares one Amazon account, right? And Josh, my brother, he bought all of our Christmas presents on Amazon and ordered them. And so he literally told us, he's like, just don't open any packages. And we're like, well, what if we ordered something? And how are we supposed to know which one's ours and which one's yours? He's like, just don't open them. And I was like, you loser, I can't do that. So now it's like, if I order something on Amazon, I'm like I know there's probably like a tracking number and shit like that that I could look at, but like now whenever we get packages, we have to just like put it on the table and be like, does that look like it could be something you ordered? Like, we just have to fucking shake it and guess. Oh, loser. So yeah. I love granola. Granola is so slay and silly. I'm such a granola girl. It's just a little crunchy. Little crunchy bird food. It's like I'm eating out of a bird feeder. Delicious. I hear my mom coming in right now. If I have to pause this shit, she's gonna be like, what are you doing? All right, I'm back. I had to go get my mail because I got mail. Yes. It's just Johnny. You know, just me and Johnny. So yes. What else am I gonna talk about? Oh, this was from the Sanrio collab. And it wasn't too bad of a deal. Like, I was like, and it was this and Hitchin's little, like the little animated one. Not animated. Fucking illustrated. Give me a second. Give me a damn minute. Yes. See? See? Sanrio. See? And then, see? See? Eee! So yes, let me go through my little photo book. Sometimes I'm like, damn, I don't have that many. And then I'm like, no, I literally do. I literally have like 3 full photo books. Crazy shit. This is some crazy shit. Collecting little Korean people. That's weird. That's a little bit odd. But then again, the whole FIFA World Cup thing happened, and that video was going around of these guys like doing the player cards too, and they were screaming when they got Messi. I was like, see, we're not too different, you and I. You guys are crazy. And I was up in the attic earlier, and my dad has a bunch of like baseball cards just in a box collecting dust. I'm like, that's gonna be you. That's gonna be you in 10 years, baby. You're gonna be in a box somewhere, because I'm not selling you. You're just gonna be hanging out. So yeah. What else do I want to talk about? Since I only have 15 minutes of me actually speaking. Oh, and I also have to cut out like 3 minutes of footage of me just fucking up that smoothie. Because I was just sitting there like devouring it and not speaking, and I was like, oh, I am on camera. I have my water here now. Gotta stay hydrated. What else can I talk about? Ooh. It's so good. I want to throw this. We can talk about how awful Christmas movies are. Oh my god. I don't know what... I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, but there literally has not been a good Christmas movie in like 5 years. Not even, no, in like 10 years. I'm so serious. Like, the Christmas movies that are coming out nowadays are either all remakes or all absolutely terrible. Like, terrible. Like, Elf was such a smash hit, and that came out like 2004, something like that, like early 2000s. And we haven't really gotten like an original concept since. Like, they've all been like the same brand of like shitty Christmas movies. No more Hallmark. No more cabin plot lines. I don't want to see any more of that. Let's not do that. No more modern Santas. No. No more the Santa Claus remakes. No. None of that. No more Elf on the Shelves. Oh my god. I don't want to see any more of it. I don't want to see any more of it, and it pisses me off. Name 5 good Christmas movies. I can. The Grinch. Elf. Fred Claus. Probably other ones. What is it? Christmas Vacation or something like that. I don't know. I know what the movie cover looks like in my head. Home Alone, if you want to stretch it. Oh. The toy one. The one with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Fucking Jingle All the Way. That's what it's called. There's like a few good ones, but notice how none of them are from this decade or like recent. Notice how none of them were made past 2010. Want to know why? It's because it's shitty. Movies are so shitty. Like, I can't do it. So that's why when Christmas rolls around, I like rewatch the same like 5 movies. And then I'm like, okay, that was fun. Fun's over now. No one's making any good Christmas movies these days. Recently, they did like a Christmas horror fucking movie. I don't know what it was. But like, I think it's like children put a hitman after Santa. Okay. Okay. No one's coming up with any good Christmas movies these days, and it's... So yeah, it's just like every single time around this year, can I speak? Every single time when it gets around this time of year, I think that's what I meant to say, I like rewatch the same 5 movies that I like, and then I'm like, anyone got anything else? Nope. Christmas movies as a whole, they're like fine, but like most of them get corny, cheesy, lame, repetitive. I don't know. I like Miracle on 34th Street or whatever. Cool, I guess. What other Christmas movies are there that don't kind of suck booty ass cheeks? Home Alone is not that good. I will be honest, Home Alone was not good enough to deserve 5 fucking sequels. They have Home Alone, the original one. Then they have Home Alone, New York City one, or whatever. A third Home Alone that I don't even remember. But then like every one after that was just a bunch of like remakes of it with different kids. That wasn't necessary. We don't need all that. There's no need that there... Literally, who asked for another Home Alone movie in 2020? Like, I think that's when the last one was released. Who asked for that? No one's asking for that. Home Alone as a concept is literally not that good because one, not to rip apart a kid's movie, I can already hear people be like, you're just taking a fun out of it. But like literally, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Like, you realize that you left your kid at home and you didn't go right back. Like, you couldn't just... The planes were canceled or whatever. Oh, flights are down. I don't care. You couldn't find, like, a neighbor or someone to call to be like, hey, I left my kid at home. Can you go fucking watch them? You don't know any of your neighbors? None of them? You don't have any family members in the area that, like, could have went and watched him? It's weird. It's weird. It's a little bit odd. I just think it's weird. The kid didn't call 911. See, I'm just going in and being fucking Scrooge about this movie, but it doesn't make sense. And then when it happens again in New York City, what are you even doing? Get your kid taken away from you. I'm gonna take away your kid. Oh my god, Megan showed me this TikTok where it's like social work majors when they have their kids away from home assignment due at midnight. Guys, this is a harmful stereotype. Social workers don't try to take kids away. Family reunification is always the end goal. But it's funny. It's funny to be... It's not funny, but it's like funny to be like social workers passing in their take kids away from home assignment. It's not funny. I'm not taking away kids. I'm not working for CPS. But yes, I don't like Home Alone. Stupid fucking movie. Stupid movie. Snow Buddies. I haven't watched Snow Buddies, but I know it's stupid. Santa Buddies, stupid. Like, see how I can't think of any other Christmas movies because they all suck. Because they're not good. All Christmas movies are just kind of mid. Nightmare Before Christmas, I don't consider that... I consider it more of a Christmas movie than a Halloween movie because they spend more time in Christmas land, I think. But I don't know. I consider that, like, I watched that recently, like, when I came home. I put that on as background noise while I was baking. Unpopular opinion. It's not unpopular because a lot of people say it. Not his best work. Not Tim Burton's best work. I will be honest. I like Corpse Bride more. But yeah. Also, just the message of that movie doesn't really make sense to me. None of it doesn't make sense, but it's like, it's kind of like, is this supposed to make me feel good about myself? The message of don't try to be anyone else because you're gonna fail at it. I'm sorry. You can't take up new interests. Sorry, Jack Skellington. I don't care that you want to be happy, you want to be Santa Claus. You have to be the fucking Halloween guy. That's your job. Like, that's... What a fun message. What a fun message. Don't try to change and be anybody else. You have to be who you were born to be. There is no growth here. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Like, okay. Like, okay, whatever you say. Also, Jack and Sally, I just still don't get. Like, I still don't get how that was, like, such a good romance pair. I don't get why that was an inspiration for Blink-182. Like, what do they got in common? What are... They had like 3 scenes together in one song, and then they were like, oh, this is the epitome of romance. What? I don't know. Where's the chemistry? Where's the chemistry? Again, I'm being critical towards a children's movie. My bad. Sorry to be a hater. Sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry for being a hater. I love being a hater. Being a hater is fun sometimes. I like being the Grinch. The Grink. I kept thinking of that tweet like all week. Just thinking of just like I'd literally be in Target walking down the aisles looking for presents, and in my head I would just go, was the Grink there? And I'd start giggling like to myself. Like, I've been so nuts recently. Just like cracking jokes, and I think I'm so funny. And I'm not, but I think I am. Oh. I love the Grink. I really do. The Grinch is good. It's good. Yeah. So fucking funny. I love the Jim Carrey version, if you're wondering. It's Jim Carrey, right? Yeah. The animated version one, sure, cool, whatever. The new animated version one, I have not seen that still. And I don't think I want to. But Target did play the Tyler, the Creator song he did for that movie, and I was listening to it, so... No, it's good. I heard the soundtrack was good, but I'm not watching that movie. I might, but not willingly. Again, see how that was a recent movie, but it was just a remake of another one? Let's talk about old Christmas movies, because those ones are fucked up. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. We already know this fucked up movie, how they were like, don't care about him until they need him for something. Kid got bullied for his disability until they realized that they kind of needed him to save the day. Terrible. Frosty the Snowman. Cute concept. No complaints. The fucking magician guy, he looks high the entire time. He's literally green in the face. He's kind of terrifying. Gross. Frosty Snowman sequels were like Frosty Returns. Weird. Whatever, who cares? Mrs. Frosty, also who cares? Anyways. I like the fucking Snowmeister or Firemeister, whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah, that one. With the guys. They're a little bit gay coded a little bit, just a little bit. Like, they have gay face. I like those movies. Thought that was slay. Damn, what else? The Peanuts Christmas movie special thing. It's not really a movie, it's like 15 minutes maybe. With the sad looking tree. That slays. That slays. Anytime you hear the little peanut piano song, I'm like it's so good. See, I'm drawing a blank because all of them suck. I have my TV remote right here, actually. I could look on Netflix to see what they have for Christmas movies. They did make a movie about, like, elves on the shelves. I don't care about Snowflake. I do not care about Snowflake. I don't care about Elf on the Shelf. I'm gonna throw it out the window. I put your remote. What other movies count as Christmas movies? I don't think Frozen does, but it came out like Thanksgiving Day, so it kind of does. I don't really know. The absolute silence of me just clicking through this. This is such a fun podcast, guys. Didn't you miss me? Didn't you miss hearing me talk? Oh, not Grey's Anatomy. Let's get out of here. Holidays. Oh, Klaus. Klaus was like Academy Award nominee. Slay. I watched that like 2 years ago, and that's like a more recent Christmas movie. It's animated. I love the animation style, and also I thought it was kind of fun. It gave it like a new twist to like Santa's lore, where he was like just like a widowed man, and his wife died, so he made a bunch of toys for their child that would never be born. And he was like, what am I gonna do with all these toys? And so this postman was like, I'll help you deliver them to the children in town. Like, it was cute, it was sweet, the animation was fun. Like, I thought that was nice. A Christmas Carol, oh my god. It's a classic horror tale. A little scary moment, but we don't need any more adaptations of it. Absolutely not. We don't need any more of that. I never want to see it again, actually. No more. After the fucking Disney animated one, we don't need to see anymore. When that movie came out, I was like 10 or 11 or something. And that one scene with the fucking Christmas present or something like that, with the fucking the tall guy, and he has the two fucking children under his gown, and they have their little feet out, and he's like, is that a foot or a claw? Oh, that animated sequence, horrifying. Literally the scariest shit I have ever seen in my life. It was not that scary in all the other previous adaptations. Like, it was, I was like, Disney, I couldn't watch that movie for like years after that. I was like, oh my god, this is the scariest shit I've ever seen. The Christmas Chronicles, that's like the modern Santa that I was talking about. It's a Netflix series. I don't want to watch that. No one wants to watch that. The Christmas Chronicles 2. No one wants to watch that either. A bunch of other shit that looks like it sucks. A Bad Mom's Christmas. That's the other thing. It's just like rewriting shows, but like as a Christmas special. Like, that doesn't, stop doing that. No one wants to watch that. The Princess Switch. Thank you. Boss Baby Christmas Bonus. Minions Christmas. I know. Jeff Dunham's Christmas special. Anyone else think Jeff Dunham isn't funny? Probably not the only one who thinks that. I don't think he's funny. I actually don't know anything about him besides the fact that he has that stupid skeleton puppet. That's it. That's all I know about him. You must not have a lot of material if that's the only thing that you're known for. Ooh. Oh my god, and The Princess Switch 3, Romancing the Star. Is there a triplet? Vanessa Hudgens has triplet? It's crazy. A Cinderella Story Christmas Wish. Like, I could guess the plot line just from that title. We don't need another Cinderella story, and we don't need another Christmas movie. Actually, let's just put an end to all Christmas movies ever. We've reached our peak, actually. Our peak was Elf. Everything else after that, we don't need it. We don't need it. The Princess Switch. Switched again. Part 2. What? Is there a part 1? Christmas Prince. Different from Princess Switch, I guess. The elf story. A Christmas Prince, the royal baby. Who is writing these? Who's coming up with these? Elf pets. Fox Cubs Christmas Tale. What the fuck? Elf pets. Santa's Reindeer Rescue. These are terrible. The Night Before Christmas. It's a night. Shaun the Sheep. The Flight Before Christmas. Like they're just all not good. Trolls Holiday. Elf Pets. Santa St. Bernard Save Christmas. So in conclusion, Christmas movies suck and they're running out of ideas. So they keep trying to funnel money into Elf on the Shelf, and it's not working because Elf on the Shelf is stupid and I hate it. And I will single-handedly tell every child that their elf isn't real, and I'll throw it into a wood chipper. I'm kidding. Oh my god, I'm kidding. I'm joking. I just really don't like Elf on the Shelves. I think it's just stupid to like you're already telling children that Santa can see their every fucking move. Like an omnipresent being that knows when you've been naughty and when you've been nice. So why would he need an elf to watch you do that if he knows anyways? If not, I feel like that only encouraged children to do bad shit whenever the elf was in a different room. You know what I mean? Like, because in theory, if you're at school, the elf isn't there, so it's not gonna watch you do shit. So I would just be a bitch at school, come home, be fine in front of the elf. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense. And if I were a kid, like, you're not allowed to touch it because they don't ruin its magic. Fuck you, I was touching shit when I was a kid. If I, like, walked in the bathroom and the fucking elf was hanging out in the shower, are you joking? I would literally take its head and throw it against the wall. Like, come on. So, like, I don't get how kids could not. Like, maybe was an extremely annoying child, but, like, too many fucking rules. That's the other thing. Since they're trying to capitalize off of Elf on the Shelf, they'll sell Elf on the Shelf clothes. How are you supposed to put the clothes on if you're not allowed to touch it? Oh, but the parents are allowed to touch it. Why? Is the elf not watching the parents too? I don't know. Like, I just think it's weird and like, absolutely taking advantage of children's naivety to sell them shit is so sinister, actually. Like, you're so evil for that. And that's why, like, if I were a parent, I would not tell my kids about Santa. I will be completely honest. Like, I'm not lying to them about that shit. And it's not because I want them to be like, oh, I need to appreciate my mother because she's the one who really bought all the fucking presents. No, I'm just not gonna lie to them because why would I want to confuse them? Like, and also me having to keep up with my lies and make sure they're in check. Weird. And it's weird because different families do different things and they have different reasons. Like, for example, like, growing up, like, my neighbors had this thing called the Binky Fairy. When they told me that, I was like, that's not real because I didn't have a Binky Fairy. Like, you can't keep it consistent. And especially with, like, holiday movies, which is why I like the idea of Santa Claus in theory, like, as, like, a story thing, but not as something we would incorporate in our everyday lives. Like, let's keep it on television. Let's keep it for the media. It's stories, and that's all it is. Let's not try to make it this reality thing. No, let's not do that. You know why? Because the movies will portray it differently than you acted out. So the kid's like, well, why did it Santa Claus can do this, this, and this in this movie, but he can't do that here? Like, too many inconsistencies. Too many inconsistencies with Santa Claus lore. It'll just make things confusing. Like, that's all I have to say. I just would rather not, like, come up with this gigantic web of lies. And people are like, okay, well, kids are easy to trick, so you don't have to like think too hard about excuses as to why Santa Claus can come in through their house without a chimney and stuff like that. Okay, well, why would I want to lie to my kid anyways? Why would I want to lie to them? Oh, like that's like, it's also so much work. So much work to go out of your way to be like, you need to go to bed, you can't come downstairs, so Santa Claus can bring his presents, and then you have to like run and like bring all the bags downstairs to hide under the tree. No. No. What if I just keep them there? What if I keep all the presents under the tree and just say, don't fucking open those till Christmas? Teach your kids some patience. Teach them some self-restraint. Honesty. Teach them honesty. I'm such a little humbug. I honestly can't help it. I can't. It's just... I just think it's... I love Christmas, okay? I think Christmas is fun, but I feel like it's so poisoned, literally soaked with capitalism, that it kind of sucks the fun out of it, because it's just like everyone just wants to make money off of it. They're like, how can we get money from people this season? How can we literally soak more money out of them? How can we take advantage of vulnerable children who don't know any better? Like, it's just evil and sinister. Evil and sinister. Alright, so I think that's all I have to say for now. I definitely could speak more, but I'm not going to, because I want to be able to edit this without my iPad shutting down. So I'm going to edit here, and I will be uploading this eventually. I think I'm going to wait until I film at least 5 episodes and then start posting them, because I want to make sure that I actually am going to stick to this now instead of just starting a project and then giving up, because I do that a lot. And I also have no idea what to call this podcast. I have a few ideas actually. I just don't know which one's corny and lame and which one isn't. I'm thinking it's got to do something with my notes app, because that's where I store a majority of all of my like ranting ideas. So I'm gonna have to incorporate the notes app into it somehow. Maybe I'll just call the podcast the Notes app. The Notes app podcast. The Notes pod. Love yourself tier the notes. I don't know. But yeah, that does it for now. I'm going to go look for a Christmas movie that doesn't suck ass, and I will see you soon. I don't know when, but soon.